Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's Lower Decks Day, specifically Lower Decks Season 4, Episode 6, Parth Ferengi'S Heart Place. Getting a little concerned, friends. I get that homesick feeling in my tum-tum as we're getting closer and closer towards the end of Season 4, where I, for the first time, am going to have a hiatus between my Cerritos episodes, the ones that you have gone through for the last couple years. Now I get to experience the long wait. But of course, it's not going to be as long as all of you experienced, because I believe that in the fall of 2024, we have Season 5 coming out. Bad news is, it is the last season, at least announced so far. So if the creatives so desire it, make sure we hashtag save Lower Decks. Incredible story, even better characters, all of which need to see this story and their stories reach their fitting conclusions. But friends, all that is then and this is now. So if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy-ding-ding that bell for notifications, heck, hailing frequencies across the internet, and share it if you would. And you'll be alerted anytime we go live on YouTube with Lower Decks or any of our science fiction offerings. And of course, if you'd like anything that we do early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. But friends, now it's time for us to watch Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4, Episode 6, Parth Ferengi'S Heart Place. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction, and away we go.
Orders from the Grand Nagus. No more arms sales. We're going straight.
What?
He says equality and hospitality are more profitable in the long run.
I want to be rich now.
Careful! That's a Genesis device!
No, it isn't. It's too small.
It's an updated portable version.
A Genesis device?
He thinks ROM is the next lawn. We're under attack!
Right on time.
Ah. Look at this.
Rule of acquisition 62. The riskier the road, the greater the profit.
Oh boy.
Chief, you're up to something.
Chief?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're only here as a favor to my cousin. I never trusted you. Throw him out the
They
airlock!
told me we would make a profit.
See you later, Chief.
They're firing at us!
Wow. So we've had the Klingons, the Romulans, and the Ferengi all destroyed by this Slave One craft. Interesting, interesting. I was saying that I think that the only logical cosplay for Season 5 is going to have to be T'Lyn, right? Is that a spoiler alert? I got to find the appropriate pippage, because she has the bar for, you know, being from the Vulcan Science Academy, right? I'm going to miss y'all. I'm going to miss y'all whenever we have to take our break to Season 5, but it'll be here before we know it. And hopefully maybe some more good news as we hashtag save Lower Decks. If that's what the creatives want, then by God, by golly, by gum, we need to do so. And I think the easiest way to do it, and I've heard the community talking about this, and I completely agree, is we should pick like one day or one night, and we just binge the absolute shit out of Lower Decks. Like, everybody just show up and watch the entire series, you know, throughout the day. It would show some support, I think.
The Cerritos has traveled to Ferengi'Nar.
Ferengi'Nar? I don't think I've ever seen the home planet.
Formal application to begin the process of joining the Federation.
Really?
We're not dealing with the old Ferengi'Nar anymore. Rom and Lita have brought so much progressive change. It makes Moab 4 inside the dome look like Moab 4 outside the dome.
Ha ha ha, I wish I knew what you meant.
The 10th rule of acquisition.
Whomever's been attacking ships across the quadrant has disrupted their trade routes. Rom is desperate for Federation resources.
Carol knows the rules of acquisition.
The pleasure is ours, Admiral. We offer you this ceremonial bust of good fortune.
Wow.
We also offer you the ceremonial invoice for the bust of good fortune.
How much is... Oh my.
In the...
Oh my.
Did you bring any latinum?
Of course she did.
I was thinking if we repositioned the
Matrix?
we could
Beef up the dampeners?
and
Get a 0.005% smoother ride!
I was gonna say win engineering's most beefed up dampener competition, but yeah.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm doing great. Ransom is supportive of everything I want to do. For the first time in years, I have total autonomy.
Beckett.
So why are you sitting here looking pissed off?
Stop staring at me.
She has zero autonomy and complaints.
You four just pulled the most coveted job in Starfleet.
Balancing the positron compression chamber?
No.
Travel guide duty!
I thought that was a myth.
What's travel guide duty?
Starfleet has travel guides for all habitable planets.
Oh my god, they're going on planet.
Enough foot the bill for us to go to as many bars, restaurants, bars, hotels, pubs, bars, saloons, cantinas, and bars as we want.
Also museums, historical sites. That's mostly bars.
Oh, how many places do people usually review?
I don't know, 4 or 5?
Great! I'm gonna do 40. I'll pack my schedule so full.
I'm gonna do 40.
Enjoy nothing.
It's not a contest, Lieutenant. You can take
Sir,
your...
I'm only a lieutenant junior grade. I have everything to prove. I need to make an itinerary.
And there's Bradward.
We also need someone to act as a couple. And since the Cerritos is statistically the horniest and least romantically committed crew in Starfleet, we have no married officers aboard.
Uh-oh.
Ah, that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, we're already such a good team. We finish each other's...
Diophantine equations.
Oh boy.
Commander, we're an expert science team. I'm pretty sure we can handle a fake romance.
Let's go get packed, honey.
Fake. Fake, everybody. Fake.
Why is it so weird when you're nice?
Because I'm also so handsome. Total package.
Remember, she was in season 1 when Ransom took her place in the arena. Becca couldn't help but be intrigued by the possibility of romance with Jack.
Wow! Oh, it's like what heaven would look like if God was stupid.
Jesus.
If you'll excuse me, I promised a friend I'd meet up with him.
And I have to squeeze an unforgiving amount of experiences into my day.
We sound natural, right?
Totally. We got married at a wedding.
There you go. Yeah, make that announcement.
And I'm gonna wear your gym shorts around our shared quarters with nothing up top. Because who cares about nudity with our situation?
You are?
Sure.
Here we go.
You know what? Maybe we should just go back to the ship.
Yeah, pretending to be married is kind of weird.
Well, no, you fucking don't you dare. I've been waiting 4 seasons for this shit. I have been waiting 4 seasons for this shit. Either they're gonna realize they do love each other, or they're gonna realize, nope, we're friends.
We got the for-profit minibar, the for-profit toilet, the machine that charges you to pay for the toilet in the minibar. I give this hotel a 9 out of 10. Now off to the Museum of Bribery. Oh, weird. Whatchamacallit? Commercial?
Look at his ears.
You're fired. Sluggo Cola. This happens to everyone who drinks it.
This.
Well, time to head out.
And now, Pog and Dar, cop landlords.
Huh? This is like a Hollow novel, but way sleazier.
Oh my god, he's gonna end up just watching TV. Oh my god, that's great.
Hey, Quimp.
Oh, I remember Quimp.
I never thought you'd dig your way out of crashing that O-berth.
Ditto. Still, being a lieutenant kind of sucks.
Why is that?
Stop trying to make me feel like a valued part of the team.
Oh, sounds like a real nightmare.
I'm excited to leave all that behind so we can hang.
Read my mind. Hey, maybe some brunch? Casual meal with some yogurt?
2 shots of Cardassian tequila and a dagger of the mind on the rocks.
Dagger of the Mind. I know that. Van Gelder's one of my favorites.
It'll be fun to let loose.
Yeah, I need it.
Where'd you even get that one? He didn't bring the drinks yet.
Do we care?
Hey!
Perhaps we should focus on the application? It's a boilerplate.
Do you still play baseball? We should put in there that Ferenginar gets to play baseball. I like baseball. It's fun.
Okay.
I'm just a former bartender, but I was looking at the numbers and was wondering if they could be different.
Different numbers?
Yeah. This is called a negotiation.
Admiral, a word, please?
Stand down, Captain.
Captain Freeman knows what's going on here.
Document and let him shuffle around a couple of numbers. He'll feel like he accomplished something.
I don't see any problem with that.
This is all a ploy.
But if we open them
for
up...
the input, Captain, but we'll be fine. He's practically a child.
3 strikes. You're out.
Grand Nagus, I've just reopened the contract.
Oh boy.
That seem wrong, and we'll fix them together.
Let's not listen to Carol.
You're under arrest for having a...
He was 20 pounds when I got him. I swear.
You just surrendered your deposit and your life.
Dear God.
Transfer your latinum to me, or I'll tell everyone you supported tenants' rights.
I'm proud to be scammed by a landlord cop as conniving as you, partner.
Oh, the end.
Who's always extremely...
This kind of hacky, lowest common denominator schlock won't work on me.
This is all you're going to be doing, Brad.
Whew, Woo! I'm so great.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's like who decided that hearts are the universal symbol for love? If anything, it should be kissy lips or gorgeous green eyes or something.
Or something.
Knock, knock. It's me, Parth, your concierge. It's time for...
Concierge?
What?
Put on these outfits.
Okay.
I'm almost ready.
Me too.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Look at these two.
You look so handsome.
Thanks. And you look, captivating?
There you go.
Commemorate your love. Ooh, shameless. Really press yourselves together. Publicly display that affection.
I think that's enough.
Come on, guys.
To the lingerie.
Sorry, can't. Late for dinner.
Yeah. The Rutherford one especially.
Damn, Quip, I gotta admit, at first I'm skeptical, but Ferengi Public Libraries go hard.
I told nobody's read a book in here in 1,000 years.
Oh.
You can still drink an alarming amount of glowing alien liquors, but I must call it.
No, you can't take off now.
Now, Quimp is the one that played the killer for Make Brad Feel Better in season 1, right?
And apologies,
not a worry
Did
at all.
you just spill a drink on my friend?
Beckett.
You better get ready to reimburse me for a new burst shirt too, butt ass, because this one's about to be soaked in your blood.
Madam,
Beckett.
enjoy an evening out with the rest of my biker gang.
Sounds like this guy's all bark and no fight.
Yep, you are drunk, Beckett. Oh, man. God, he lost his monocle. Hey, everybody, what is the Toronto? As far as class, what class of ship is the Toronto?
I have an idea. Let's finish at my palace. Much better photo op for the signing. Plus, all my favorite baseballs are there.
Oh, if that's what it takes, fine.
Why is this guy so...
Then delaying to make you frustrated enough to sign anything.
I can't tell the council we failed at the simplest of tasks. All Rom cares about is baseball.
Then take it away.
I can do this.
You can't. Carol can. Carol knows the rules of acquisition. That's... Quark's Federation experience.
Oh, look! The waiter's wearing one of those old velour uniforms that used to catch fire all the time. Who knew pretending to be in a relationship with each other would be more nerve-wracking than sealing a radiation leak?
Yeah, let's just keep it strictly friend stuff from now on.
Now they're gonna get upset about that.
I'm so sorry. The waiter gave you the standard menus. He didn't know you were here for our deluxe romance package.
Parth, buddy, you're a top-notch hug-concierge.
Hug-concierge.
It looks like we've caught two people lying about being a couple to defraud our company out of a discount.
Oh my god.
Ferenginar's worst felonies. So these two are hereby sentenced to a lifetime working in the subaquatic sulfur mines.
The subaquatic sulfur mines.
Now for the most romantic meal possible.
Sexy chocolate statues of each other for dinner.
Wow.
After every bite, you tell the whole restaurant something you find attractive about each other. The chairs can detect if you're lying, so be sincere.
The Magado. It's in the back.
Thanks for bailing me out of jail.
Do you understand how many people I just had to bribe?
Wow.
Hey, you know me, man. I'm a wild rogue living on the edge of chaos.
No, that's your default state.
You seem angry about nothing.
You're right. Oh, look, if anyone's weird, it's you, Mr. I should probably...
Now she's gonna get mad at you, Quimp.
That's what happens when you're not stuck in a perpetual state of immature rebellion.
Ooh.
Support you ever wanted. Nobody to scream at or rail against, and
She has nothing wrong.
I just want you to be careful. So you can live long enough to pay me back.
Ah.
Isn't this a memorial to the dead?
So much lost income. Is there no justice in this galaxy?
Wow.
Sorry I cost you money and got you punched.
Mariner, I love you.
Oh. I love Quimp. He's always been so cool. And he's right. What is it? Beckett, it's time. I've been waiting a long time for a lot of stuff. It's time.
You may now consummate your marriage.
What?
Not where we can see you. You do it in the blind box, where we can hear it.
Please alert the chef that I will be reviewing this restaurant for my planet's official foodie archive.
And Miggly Moo's in here?
Divana, Samanthan, what a coincidence! These are famously the two closest platonic friends on my ship.
Platonic?
No, no, no.
You guys love me?
Of course we do.
Oh my god.
Please don't break up because of me.
Security, stand down.
Now that we're to 4,
I like how security.
Can I interest you in our homewrecker package?
You don't have to throw up in my mouth twice. Let's do it.
Jesus, I hate Miglemu. Just so everybody knows, I don't hate him. I just can't stand him. Is it the same thing?
I don't think they have back end, but yes.
Release the Carol. Release the Carol.
He's clearly under your thumb.
I am not.
I don't buy it. There has to be a catch.
Of course, I've added one provision.
No baseball.
Before you receive any of these signing bonuses, you must recruit one other planet yourself, since you're so good at it.
Bringing just one in will be nothing.
We'll be in debt to them forever.
It's all right, Admiral. They get nothing. We're done here.
What?
Contingent on bringing in a planet, but I didn't say which.
That's it.
Kronos, the Klingon homeworld? That's impossible!
Oh, I know. You forgot the 8th rule of acquisition.
Small print leads to large risk. You swindled like a true Ferengi.
I swear I had nothing to do with this.
You're lucky she did.
Yep.
The Grand Nagus can't sign with a bunch of suckers and rubes.
They have to prove themselves.
There are those in the Federation who respect our culture.
Release the Carol.
Good papers. I'll sign.
Rom.
Shouldn't have doubted you. I'll be relaying your acuity to command.
Thank you, Admiral. Happy to be of aid.
Now who wants to check out my batting cages?
Nice job, Carol.
There are many more hurdles to leap, but today felt like a good start.
Carol, you're going to end up getting that promotion again.
I had to take out a predatory loan from one of my closest friends. Apparently I get in fights for no reason, and I can feel my hangover in my entire spine.
Why are you getting into fights?
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, we just don't have any natural chemistry. Want to help me reroute that phase conduit?
Sure.
We gotta squeeze in there. Hand me the spanner.
On it. Now this makes sense.
Wait, where's Mr. Boimler? I'm proud of you.
Really?
You've always had a problem going with the flow, but today it looks like you got out of your own way.
Thank you, sir.
Ransom!
To drag you out of there. Just go limp. Don't fight them.
Just go limp.
I really like that, Lieutenant.
Ransom is the bomb. That was like the quickest episode ever. All right, friends, we just got done watching Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4, Episode 6, Parth Ferengi'S Heart Place. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, friends, we just got done watching Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4, Episode 6, Parth Ferengi'S Heart Place. They are teasing us. How dare they tease us like this? Okay, let's go around the horn. Brad did exactly what I thought he was going to do as soon as I spied that first landlord cop show. I was like, okay, yeah, he's going to be doing, which is great. You know, I think it shows a lot of, I think what Jack said, you know, you've always had a problem of going with the flow, you know, and I think that we're starting to see just an acceptance level with Brad that isn't, you know, strictly by the book. You know, we've seen elements of this before when he goes along with Mariner's plans. This is part of Brad's evolution, and Brad's consistently evolving. You know, he's consistently making strides every season, every episode. It really seems he adds another little notch to his evolution. And I think he did in this one, where it was like he didn't follow orders, so to speak. You know, he kind of, you have to view it like that, you know, that he actually kind of did his own thing. And again, I think that Ransom realized that. Let's take a moment and talk about Jack Ransom, shall we? Okay, Jack Ransom, when he first popped onto the scene, I thought, who is this prick? And I mentioned it in the reactions. I couldn't stand him. I'm like, oh my God, this is obviously the foil for our 4 lower deckers. He's going to be a complete asshole. You know, he reminded me of Johnny from the Karate Kid or Cobra Kai now, you know, only old Johnny, like dickhead Johnny. You know? And I was like, I have to put up with him. And I love Jerry O'Connell. I think he's great. But, you know, I was disappointed. I was like, shit, this guy's going to be awful. Boy, I couldn't have been farther from the truth. He's become one of my favorite characters, especially one of my favorite non-lower deck characters. In fact, he probably is my favorite one. Probably more than Shaxx. I don't know, right? But, you know, he has done a fantastic job with Beckett specifically. But with everybody. I mean, he is really doing a great job with Brad, reinforcing Brad, keeping Brad on this kind of track that isn't Jack's track. It's not like he's giving him, this is the way that he was built, Ransom was built, so he's going to make Brad. Nope. He's identified and figured out Brad's strengths and his weaknesses, and he has, supported the strengths, and he has helped kind of smooth out the weaknesses. I mean, an incredible mentor for Brad. Really, really good. I mean, excellent. In fact, I would say this, as crazy as this sounds, they have a very captain first officer type of relationship. Like, I could easily see Jack as Captain Ransom, first officer Bradward Boimler. Like, that would be if like we had a, what happens after the end of season 5, where are they now type of thing. And they said Bradward Boimler is the first officer of the so-and-so with captained by Jack Ransom. I wouldn't bat an eye at that. I'd be like, that is exactly what this path looks like it's going to go on. And I think that Jack realizes that Brad has strengths that are well beyond and outside the scope of Jack's wheelhouse. And it just shows a real maturity by Jack. Jack has always surprised me with his answers to things. You expect him to be this kind of like egotistical, arrogant, snobby type of first officer lording power. And he is never like that. Unless he's joking, he's never like that. He's just a really solid character who is underestimated. I still underestimate Jack. Like, when he makes an incredibly like endearing or incredibly like important comment to one of our lower deckers, I still get shocked. I'm like, did Ransom say that? Did Ransom make that observation? I shouldn't. He's proven nothing but this level of competency throughout the series. He has been an incredible, like I said, he's just been a great example for the lower deckers. So, he's doing great with Brad. We don't really see him doing too much with Tendi and Rutherford. He had the great Black Ops Cleaner episode with Tendi, which I thought was great, and then kept her secret, which I thought was even better. Really, and with Rutherford, not so much. Billups is more, Rutherford's mentor and stuff like that. But whenever he has the opportunity to interact with Rutherford, Rutherford always leaves an exchange with Jack the better. You know what I mean? He doesn't, just like Jack works with Brad and works with Beckett a lot. He doesn't work so much with Rutherford, but it's still a positive effect, regardless of that limited time together. Now, it leads us to Beckett. All right, well, Beckett's obviously got some major league problems. And I don't mean that to sound sinister, like, oh, she's got major league mental health problems. She does have mental health issues. I would definitely say that. And there's absolutely nothing, I think that anybody in Starfleet has some level of needing like their mental health checked. You know what I mean? And that's why I really, really liked a couple episodes ago when we had Shax and the security team. It's like part of their job was to keep everybody, not keep them physically safe, but keep them like emotionally and mentally safe too, which I thought was fantastic. Not necessarily subversion on what security is, but an augmentation of what security should be. And I think it's a great idea. But when it comes to Beckett, and she doesn't have any problems right now. She's not mad at Carol. She doesn't have Brad to be mad at because he's away on the Titan. She doesn't have anybody else to kind of focus. Can't be mad at Jen, before she went out with Jen. It's like she doesn't have any conflict. She doesn't have any target for her aggressions. So now she's alone with her thoughts. And the big problem there is, I don't think she wants to be there. That, coupled with the promotion, I think it's stirring up some of the things that caused this trauma. And you all have told me, you basically said, hey, season 4 is where you learn a little bit about Beckett. Well, I've been waiting since season 1, and I need to know what the catalyst is for her current reluctance for promotion, her aversion to authority, both herself and following anybody, because now since we've seen her, with the exception of Carol losing her mind during the interview episode, what was it? Trusted Sources, and basically blaming her for everything, all the negative stories that came out, beyond that incredible F up, she's been surrounded by very supportive people. Obviously, her friends have been supportive. Ransom has been a surprise level of support. that really, counteracts everything that she's experienced before. She can't use her old bag of tricks. She can't, piss off her superior and get demoted again and breathe a sigh of relief now that she has no responsibility or authority. Jack saw through that and even said, I know what you're doing and I'm not going to let you do it. You're too talented and I'm going to be supportive. I'm going to give you what you need. Another great lesson by Jack and, a great example of him being a fantastic mentor. But, it's going to be tough because Beckett now this is her biggest hurdle. I mean, it has to be, right? Beckett has proven to be an incredibly capable officer. She knows the regulations backwards and forwards. She knows them better than Brad. But she, doesn't follow them or didn't follow them in the past. She's been doing a really great job with every aspect of her current duties to the point where Jack made mention a few episodes ago that all of her section chiefs that she's worked under have given her glowing reviews. Not great reviews, not average reviews or adequate reviews, glowing reviews, which means she's, top of the class, doing everything exceptionally, as far as, her supervisors are concerned. So the only thing she's got left now, the thing that's holding her back, is the thing that's been holding her back. What is it? We need to know at this point. It's time for us to really kind of delve into this as an audience, as supporters and fans of Beckett. It's time to know what the problem is. And I think the writers have taken absolutely the perfect amount of time. And now we talked about it in season 3 where it was like, Beckett really doesn't have much to do. But in retrospect, that's Beckett becoming this officer that's not hindered by the negative influences in her life, the negative influences in her head. We have to see she's at that road. She's made it. It's almost like she was climbing up a hill and then fell down, and she's climbing back up and fell down. This time she climbed up and she reached the highest point that she's ever been. For her to go higher, we need to know what kept knocking her down. We have to. As an audience, it's up to us to hear what she had to say so we can better understand, appreciate, and love Beckett. And it's time. And the writers know it's time. And they have waited. They have been at bat, to use the Ferengi. They waited for their pitch. They waited for their pitch. And here it comes, right over the middle of the heater, and they know they can hit it. And they've waited, and now it's time for them to hit a home run. And I have no doubt that this writing crew will do it, my friends. I've been here for 4 seasons waiting for this moment, and I can't wait to see where it goes. And again, they don't have to reveal everything to me. They don't have to say, here's exactly everything that happened to Beckett. You give me a taste of it. If you want to keep it close to the vest, that's perfectly fine. Give me a taste. Give me a little more. Give me more than you ever have. You don't have to give me all. Just give me a little more, and I'll be happy with that. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy-ding-ding that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Lower Decks or any of our science fiction offerings. And of course, if you'd like any of those in their full-length format or early, the link to the Patreon is in the description. I was halfway through that when I remembered that I wanted to bring up the Dagger of the Mind drink. Dagger of the Mind is one of my favorite, the original series episodes from season 1 with Van Gelder and Spot, all the incredible moments in that episode. So I did get that reference of Dagger of the Mind, that Easter egg, and I couldn't love it anymore because, again, it's one of my favorites. But friends, that's all we have from Lower Decks. So where should we say goodbye from? Well, don't think I didn't forget about this. There's something between Tendi and Rutherford. Now, it might just be friendship and they feel sort of a way. You don't blush out like that whenever you approach the subject of romance between the two. You would just kind of laugh it off, like, oh my God, everybody thinks that we should, and that's a way that the writers could have taken it to make fun of me, make fun of the audience and say, hey, you know what? We know that you guys think that Rutherford and Tendi should be together and we're going to make it look like they're going to get together and not. But they shouldn't have made them blush. If they made them blush, that means each character is thinking about it and not thinking about it like, that'd be kind of crazy. Thinking about it like, that could be kind of crazy. And that's something that they've thought about before. But friends, that's all for now. So when we say goodbye, the only place to say goodbye from is this. Let's peek into that Jeffries tube where Rutherford and Tendi are, very close doing their work. Do they blush again? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Until next time, my friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you